Hey, Year 11s and 12s! A 10-mark question typically requires you to draw on content from the whole study design and requires a lengthy response. It is important to also attempt these questions with a set time limit so they can be completed alongside the rest of the questions. A 10-mark question relevant to Unit 3, Area of Study 3, is outline 4 strategies that can be adopted in operations management. Discuss how the ethical and socially responsible management of an operations system applies to each of the 4 strategies. 10 marks. It is important to clearly understand the question so that it can be answered correctly. This can be done by highlighting the doing words, which outline how the question should be answered. These include outline and discuss. Students should also underline the key terms of the question. These include 4 strategies, operations management, and ethical and socially responsible management. Each of these words or phrases should be addressed within your response. Acknowledging these aspects of the question and marking them on your page can go a long way in ensuring your response is precise in answering the question. Before you begin writing your response, it is important to determine what you think will be awarded marks. Looking at this question, the marking scheme could be assumed to give 1 mark for the correct definition of operations management, 1 mark for correctly defining or outlining what is meant by ethical and socially responsible management, 2 marks for the discussion of facilities design and layout. 1 mark of these will be awarded for a brief explanation of this strategy, and 1 mark will be awarded for its ethical and socially responsible management. 2 marks for the discussion of materials management, including a brief explanation of this strategy and its ethical and socially responsible management. 2 marks for the discussion of management of quality. 1 mark of these will be awarded for a brief explanation of this strategy, and 1 mark will be awarded for its ethical and socially responsible management. 2 marks for the discussion of materials management, including a brief explanation of this strategy and its ethical and socially responsible management. Answering this question could be approached in multiple different ways. An example is by having the first paragraph as including defining what is meant by operations management, explaining one of the strategies, outlining ethics and social responsibility, and how the strategy mentioned can be managed in an ethically and socially responsible way. This paragraph should be awarded 4 marks. For example, operations management refers to all the actions involved in the production of goods and/or services of an organisation. An operations management strategy includes facilities design and layout, which refers to how an organisation is set up during the production process. A manufacturing organisation implements layouts, including a fixed position, product, and process layout. A service organisation, meanwhile, uses a retail or office layout. Ethics refers to the moral standards held by an organisation, and social responsibility refers to the obligations that an organisation has, apart from its legal ones, to its employees, stakeholders, the community, and the environment. A manager can ensure they are ethically and socially responsible in their facilities and design layout by ensuring that the layout is safe and appropriate for employees and customers of the workplace. The layout must comply with occupational health and safety regulations to ensure the protection, whilst also the productivity of all within the organisation. For example, for a service organisation using an office layout, the organisation must ensure that safety hazards such as power leads and exposed wires are not present so as to reduce the risk to customers and employees. In the second paragraph, the explanation of a second strategy could be discussed. It is necessary again for the explanation of the strategy and how it can be managed in an ethically and socially responsible way. A failure to correctly explain or identify a strategy will result in a loss of marks. This could include a response, such as, the management of quality refers to the degree of excellence at which an organisation aims for their goods and/or services to meet, which is another operations strategy. This can be achieved by using the processes of quality assurance by comparing to externally set quality standards, quality control by using inspections at various aspects of production, and total quality management involving an emphasis on employee involvement, customer focus, and continuous improvement. An operations manager can ensure they are ethically and socially responsible in regards to quality management by setting high quality standards for their products or services so as to reduce defects and ensure it is safe for consumers. Organisations must seek to produce products that are of a high standard, meet the needs of customers, and are safe for use and free of defects. Otherwise, it can result in issues such as customer dissatisfaction, product recall or refund of faulty or defective goods. The third and fourth paragraph should also be set out in the same way. 1 paragraph for each of the remaining operational strategies. The third paragraph could be, materials management is an operations strategy that refers to the managing of the use, storage, and delivery of resources necessary for production. This can be achieved by the use of materials planning specifically, production plan, inventory control, in the form of physical or accounting control, and the just-in-time approach. An organisation's operations manager can ensure that they are ethically and socially responsible during the materials management process through the selection of suppliers. Organisations should select suppliers who provide quality materials that are produced under the Fair Trade Agreement, so they are supporting organisations that provide their workers with fair wages and working conditions. The fourth and final paragraph could include: technology is the final strategy of operations management. It refers to the use of machinery or computer systems during the product process to transform inputs into outputs of goods and/or services. This strategy involves the use of robotics, which is highly specialised machinery, office technology such as iPads, laptops and Wi-Fi, and systems include computer-integrated manufacturing, computer-aided design, manufacturing and engineering. To be ethically and socially responsible during the use of technology in operations management, managers could ensure that their use of technology is environmentally friendly. Technology involved in production typically uses excessive amounts of energy and can produce high levels of wastage, which is damaging to the environment. Organisations could therefore implement strategies to reduce their energy use and wastage, such as Linfox, the supply chain solutions company, did with the creation of the Green Fox strategy, designed to reduce their carbon footprint. Happy studying!